And we are live. Hello, everyone. Wolfie, hello. Oh, Danny, that's funny. Um, hello, Jay. Hello, PvP.
Hey,
How are you?
Charlotte. So we're live.
We're live. We do it
Okay.
live. We do
Okay.
it live.
I better watch what I say then about things.
Oh, boy.
Don't want to say something too outrageous.
Okay.
Though there's a lot of stuff going on in the world where I could say something outrageous about it, to be honest. But
Yeah.
been a rather interesting couple of weeks, hasn't it, guys?
Mm, yeah, I've been paying attention with a lot of other stuff.
Oh, I pay too much attention. That's my problem because I get wrapped up.
Yeah.
You know, 10 years ago, I used to be a political news junkie, right, Charlotte,
Mm-hmm.
for decades, and then I just lost interest about 10 years back, and I didn't even watch news anymore for years. And then the last couple of years, when things started getting entertaining and interesting again, because it got started to get crazy again, I started paying attention. I was like, wow, there's a lot of really important stuff going on in the world. And I just feel obligated as a global citizen to pay attention to this stuff and try to understand at least a basic understanding of what's going on around different parts of the world, right? And I'm glad I do because often I listen to, I see a lot of videos, people making comments that don't have a clue, it seems. And it's like, hey, folks, really, you need to pay more attention to what's going on to really grasp the concepts of what's happening here because this is important stuff. Anyway, sorry, not trying to get political, but it's been on my mind lately with what's happening. You guys probably know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, Before we forget, I want to show this with everybody. Darn, which screen do I do? Crap. This one? Okay. Well, that's not the one I wanted. No, no, this one. This is what I want. Okay. Alrighty. If anybody hasn't gotten this book yet, please do. I wrote this book, True Seer Odyssey. Just want to put this on the live stream because I don't think I ever have shown the physical copy of this book that I've written.
Buy it. Your life is in danger if you don't. No, I'm kidding.
And on the back is a photo of me, and of course, and
So that's not your pen name, that's your actual name, Charlotte, I'm guessing. You showed your cover of your book, you know that.
You're supposed to be quiet about things like that.
Well, I couldn't help but notice because
Well,
I'm one of
now
these
you have to cut this whole video out.
I'm one of these busybodies. You should know that by now.
yeah, that's my real name. Yeah.
Well, Charlotte,
Now they're going to freeze frame it,
I
find the
didn't.
last name, and then track her down.
Woohoo.
No.
That'd be fun.
You should have just said it's your pen name. That's what you should have said.
Well, you're
Maybe
the
it
one that
is.
said it.
Could be your pen name.
So everybody showed it off again.
Oh, there we go.
And yes, this cover is made.
Morningstar Tennyson. That's it. AM Morningstar.
Ashton Morningstar Tennyson. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. And actually, my mom helped
You said
take this photo for the cover, and I put the components in for what I wanted for the photo, and she made it happen. So she's awesome with that. And those were my glasses. Yep.
By the way, I got a credit card that I need to activate because once I activate the credit card I got, which is a really good one because there's no annual fee, and if you pay every 30 days, you never have any interest or anything. So once I get that activated, I should be able to buy something online because I don't feel too worried since there's $1,000 limit on it. If somebody should hack it, it's not like I'm going to lose my bank account or anything, right? So once I get that set up, Charlotte, I'll try and take another look at your store and buy some stuff. Okay.
Heck yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
And this is factual information. Yes, very factual indeed. Let's see. Was it Charlotte's live motto is live, but a box of chocolates. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. You never know. You never know. Let's see. Anybody else? Oh, Palin. Okay, you're gonna be watching, not being on stream. Okay, that's cool, Palin. That's cool. Hello, Mike. How you doing, buddy? Let's see. 1 second. Where did Jay go? I wonder where he went.
I'm here.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Good. But by the way, my name is practically known. I mean,
Don't.
you go ahead. But it is.
Don't.
But it is. That's the problem here. Not the problem, but that's the thing.
But you complained about something last night, and now you're fixing to tell your whole name. Don't.
It's fine. Really,
If
it
you
is
want
fine.
anonymity, you better.
Well, my face on the internet is not going to be that way. Alpha Linker will show up pretty soon, hopefully.
Oh, by the way, did you notice I sent you the Lumberjack song in Facebook?
Yep, I saw it.
God.
Yeah, that's the original version from the TV show, which I think is better than the version they had in their movie. I always like that because it mentions the mighty forests of British
That's what
Columbia.
I'm talking about. Damn.
You're talking about what?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what Jay's talking about.
Somebody asking in comment, is this factual information? It's already starting.
Oh, somebody's in the.
Once they get your name, somebody's name, they start trolling and attacking you.
Well, he's not a
trying
troll.
to
He's
find out
fine.
where you are.
He's fine. He. I know him.
I didn't mean him. I'm just talking about trolls and hackers and people that are so nuts. They
that's
like
everywhere.
that reporter's mom. She was kidnapped.
Yeah. They wouldn't dare come along.
That white is God's and blacks are curse of Cain. What?
I'm not seeing anything too crazy in the chat on YouTube here.
Unless he's thinking.
I wasn't referring to what you wrote.
Okay.
Blank watch. I was talking about something else.
Cut it out. You don't have to fully address the chat here.
I'm not doing anything.
You don't have to fully address the chat, is what I'm saying. I ignore things. Let me see. What was I going to say here?
Well, now you didn't have to drag my name in the mud, Gorilla. Also stupid as stupid does.
I got some new music coming out pretty soon, but I don't think I ever. Yeah. So also, my YouTube eligibility got taken away, despite the fact that I got the watch hours to get monetized. So I think I still have the email to prove that I can still get monetized when the time comes. If they knock down my watch hours, I'm so gonna be angry.
What excuse did they give for taking away your oh God,
Eligibility.
eligibility?
Eligibility.
What excuse did they, or did they give you any excuse at all? Probably not.
Oh
We
yeah, they
hate
just
you,
told
so
me.
we're going to do that.
Just basically the community guidelines that I broke something, which I didn't break. So I did not do a
Um,
freaking thing. So
I can't
whatever.
I can't think of anything too outrageous we've said on here.
They
Actually,
use that excuse to hurt people that are little people and don't bring them any money and don't have millions of subscribers that bring them money.
And even then they attack.
it's weird. Well, doesn't Gorilla qualify? But I don't think he's monetized either yet, is he? Even though he's probably got the watch hours.
If he's making content consistently, I'm sure he would. If he's got the
Well, I won't
advanced
worry about
eligibility.
any of that when I go into streaming. I don't. I'm not going to monetize myself.
Yeah, well, I think you'd have to have a pretty large channel to actually make a decent living at it anyway.
Well,
What I've seen.
I don't care if I had 10 million views. I wouldn't monetize myself.
If I would.
I would too.
If I had 10 million subs, I'd be rolling in the money. I'd be like I'd be like Scrooge McDuck going down to the vault every night to roll in the dollars. But yeah, that ain't going to happen anyway, because I'm not ever going to create anything. Well, let's put it this way. I'm not putting on a purple wig and dancing around in my underwear and singing really bad music to get those views, because that's pretty much what a lot of channels seem to
Shut
do.
up over there.
When they hit the millions, that's what they're doing, right? They're doing something stupid and silly and ridiculous and pointless. Just saying.
Leanna just said, I don't know if you heard it, but Leanna said, please do.
Oh.
No, they're not going to happen.
Strip you in your underwear. She said, please do.
No, nobody wants to see me in my underwear. Take my word for it, Jay. Well, maybe somebody would, but
She would look at me. She would look at
Okay.
me.
Well, Charlotte, we could always make a special arrangement if you really want to see that.
No, she means something else.
I meant something else.
Yeah.
Karaoke
But,
thonging. Oh, she'd be down for that.
Karaoke thonging. Oh my goodness.
She does have thongs. No, I went on. I got a notification from an old app that I uninstalled years ago. So I installed it again, and I looked at the notification, and I had like 89 followers, over 1,000 likes, and hundreds of comments asking me questions about what things I liked, what are my hobbies, and all that. This is a dating app I'm talking about.
Huh.
And dang. And I didn't answer any of them, even though a certain somebody said, oh, go ahead. I dare you. Answer them all. I said, I ain't doing that. So I cleared everything. I finally figured out how to close my account, and I guess I left a lot of women heartbroken, which I don't care.
Oh.
Yeah, well, probably some of them weren't actually women, Jay. You never know if you're on a dating app, because it gets weird.
Well, this
That's
is
That's why I
a
don't do
certain
it.
religious app, a dating app for religious people. So
Yeah, well,
it was legit.
Just because they say they're religious, don't mean that they actually are.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. See, I just
I'm
got
going
an
to be
email.
listening, but I'm going to hit the mute.
Okay,
Yep.
so I just got an email
Oh,
saying that yeah, I am eligible. I am eligible to get monetized on YouTube. But
ah,
when I click it, it says no. You have to have certain eligibility milestones to reach, which is basically get to advanced features, which I have lost. So I am waiting on that. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for that.
that is a legit YouTube email you just got.
Yepperoo.
Seems a bit coincidence that you just get one a couple minutes after we talked about it, though. That's puts up a
Mm-hmm.
bit of a red flag for me. I'd be careful with that, clicking on stuff on that one,
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte, because sometimes you get those phishing emails where they're not actually who they pretend to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually just delete those just automatically because I figure I'm not going to lose much anyway. Generally, it's not like I'm going to be a millionaire or something if I click on something. So yeah,
Yeah, same.
I'd rather be. Oh, I'd rather have enough money to survive and pay my rent and not
Mm-hmm.
have too many complications in my life and not have to answer to anybody day to day that wants to control me. And just do my own thing. Well, unless I'm doing during my work hours, but that's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather keep my life simple and uncomplex because let's face it, I think the world is overly complicated these days in many areas, and people get lost in that. They go down the rabbit hole of complexity, even when the complexity doesn't actually add up to anything meaningful. If you know what I'm saying, there, Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, totally understand. I think I wrote something on Patreon yesterday about that kind of.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
I kind of wrote. Let me see if I could find it again. I'm
Sure.
so unorganized. Um, it might have Patreon. It's a paid newsletter. Actually, I just started it,
Okay.
but I'm not going to show it on the screen. But I'm just going to read the little bit of air.
Mm.
Where is it? Okay, so I wrote at age 20, I was a nobody. I still consider myself a nobody in the sense that if I think I'm somebody, while the others around me call themselves nobodies, I feel as if I'm being held or I'm holding myself onto this pedestal so that I so don't want to be seen and treated as. I'd rather be a nobody of nobodies because that's all of humanity in the purest sense of the word. We are all working hard. Well, most are, if not all, are working hard and trying to survive this brutal reality that we call life. And it's never easy, it's never pretty, it's never painless. And that's basically what I wrote right there as a segment.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Common sense, which is uncommon too often these days.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's like I have enjoyed big stars like David Bowie. I
Hmm.
have to bring up David Bowie because that's what I do every stream. Um, and you know, he was one of those few people that understood the double-edged sword of fame because he went through his bad days in the 70s when he got addicted. He got his cocaine addiction, I remember, for a number of years,
Hmm.
right around the time when he was finishing up the Ziggy Stardust stuff, and he finally got cleaned up when he did the Berlin trilogy in Berlin with his buddy Iggy Pop. They moved there and got a small apartment and just cleaned up their act, got drug free, and made some great albums there over those years. The three Berlin trilogy albums. Uh, but he was one of those guys that never really cared about being famous. I
Yeah.
mean, he was an international superstar, and he's probably still got 100 million fans out there floating around on the internet. I wouldn't be surprised at all. And there's new fans; it's growing every day. There's young people discovering him still. Um, but he never. I remember one of his interviews once. He says, "Never play to the audience. Never give the audience what they want, because if you start giving them what they want all the time, you're artistically dead."
Yeah.
You're just going to start repeating yourself, and you're going to play it safe, and you're not going to be creative, and you're not going to do anything new. And I remember another quote where he said, if you're, it's like wading out into water. You get out to that point just where your toes are barely touching bottom, just barely touching bottom so you don't sink. He says that's the point where you want to be at, just where your toes are touching bottom. You're still safe, but you're uncertain if you're going to stay safe. And that was a great quote. And I think I've always thought fame is a trap. I've seen so many people that, started off well, and then they got famous, and they got more and more famous, and then they got screwed up. They either got into drugs, or they got into, all kinds of weird scenes, or they just became, egotistical a-holes, basically,
Hmm.
that didn't care about their fan base anymore, which there's been a lot of that going on in the media this week. A lot of political stuff going on with some of the the artists that I really loved, like Bruce Springsteen. I can't listen to him anymore now after some of the stuff he said this past a couple of weeks, because he got political, and he got
Yeah.
really political. And it's like, Bruce, I bought every album you made in the '70s and '80s. Bruce, I loved you. I mean, I bought everything, and I just, I didn't get it free. I went out and bought the vinyl, right? I paid for it. I paid for all those albums, and it's like I love his music, but he's not the only one. There's other ones too, like Neil Young, who just decide to go political, and it's like they're just alienating a large part of their fan base. I guess they don't care that they're doing that. I don't know. They should be aware that they're doing that. I would hope they're smart enough to be aware of that. But it's like your legacy is suffering because of your politics. You don't need to express your politics, because I don't think these celebrities are going to change anybody's idea of who to vote for by making a couple of public statements. I don't buy it, right? I don't think, it's disrespectful to your fan base to think if you speak out against a certain political party, you're going to change their opinion of what they believe in, as your fan base believes in, politically. That's an insult to your fan base, because you're basically saying they're too simple minded to think for themselves and be aware,
Exactly.
of what they believe, and you got to tell them what to believe. And once again, that falls into the whole trap of wokeism, I guess. I would think, Charlotte, right? Where you don't let people believe what they want to believe, you tell people what they should believe.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I keep getting political, but it's on my mind these days, because you
Hmm.
know there's a lot of things in the world that really trouble me, on that level.
Yeah. I actually, I tried writing about that on my Substack.
Hmm.
Basically, you know, some of the
Okay.
stuff is paid tier, but when I get political or somewhat in a way of political or slamming Hollywood, I tend to keep that under under the pay section because I just really want to keep out all the trolls, keep them all out.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
though I don't care. And you know what? I have no shame in what I say because it's my freedom of speech. It's my right to, say what I believe, say what I think. And I know there are a bunch of others that think the same way. And yeah, I think when I got on Substack, I finally found my voice to write in a way of a journalist, and I hope I can keep that up.
Well, definitely
Really.
keep it up. Yeah. The thing is, it doesn't matter where you, like, I post comments on YouTube every week, because, you know, I mean, I'm very much unhappy with the current government we have up here. I've made
Hmm.
that clear on
Very
numerous
clear.
occasions. Yes. And so, if somebody on the far left, that loves the current government, posts something really dumb, I'll often, say, well, what about this, and this? What about these facts? Uh, and usually, my comments are ignored, but every once in a
Hmm.
while, I'll get a troll, that'll come back at me with some comment, and as soon as I read it, I'm like, okay, this is just silly. I'm being rage baited here. I know they're trying to suck me into an argument, and I just think I've learned to ignore those troll comments now. I
Yeah.
don't even respond because there's no point. I remember one guy once, and it was someone from the U.S. They tried to tell me that Canadians, instead of saying about, that we say a boot. And I got into like a 20 back and forth with this clown. And I'm like, hey, dude, I've lived in Canada for my entire life, which is considerable. I've never heard one single Canadian say a boot. Never once, never ever. And he kept coming back. It's like, oh, well, yeah, you do say a boot, blah, blah, blah. And I was just, after a while, I just gave up. And I was like, okay,
It's
okay,
pointless.
have
It's
a nice life.
pointless.
Yeah, you can't,
Yeah.
Tell Mike to shut up.
No
you
reasoning.
you can't educate people that don't want to learn.
Yeah. I refuse to. I usually cut those people out, especially
Yeah.
even if they're your friends, and they just start going off on you, like, how can you believe this, and start raging you. I
Yeah.
basically cut them off usually because
Yeah.
it's like if you're not going to be reasonable and respectful and agree to disagree at the end of the day, you might as well walk away
Well,
and I'm going to walk away. So
continuing to debate it, argue, point after point argument is pointless. This is a couple years ago, back when I was dumb enough to actually try to engage people.
yeah,
I don't do that anymore. I just walk away because
Well, you
it's
got
like,
engaged?
no, we're talking about engaging internet trolls,
yeah,
like as in discussions with silly people like trolls.
yeah. I used to do that with
Oh.
misogynist, and basically that was terrible.
Huh?
Hmm.
And he was like a 60-something-year-old man, went off on me on Substack. I think it was like about a month ago. Because I was just writing, how equality is between a man and a woman is marriage and everything, and how that
Yeah, I
goes and
think
how it
I
should
heard it wrong
go.
too.
What's wrong with that? Like,
And basically, he goes, "Women are liars. They're snakes." For all the 60
Oh.
years that I've been, dating, every one of them has lied to me. You are a liar. You're not a red pill woman, which I'm not, even though I claimed I was. But now I'm not because I feel like I'm not welcomed anymore, and they don't welcome me. And basically, on the solution of, how the red pill will just seem less clownish is that if you have the woman and the man, you have that man dominated about sexual strategy. That's basically all it is, game book. It used to be about, how to get a good marriage, how to be better, how to be more masculine, how to be more alpha. And no, it's like, it's just based sexual strategy. And this one guy, he just went off on me, just saying, nothing you say will ever convince me. You're a liar. That's all you are. Women are liars, and it's best you just shut the F up. And so it was like, he actually did write a whole freaking speech. And I was
Wow.
like, I didn't respond. The fact that he took that much time to type all that out of his life experience, which I'm appreciative, that does not apply to every woman. And I'm sorry that he went to the bad women. But
well, that always upsets me because there's so many people on the internet that overly generalize about everything like that.
yeah,
They'll say, "Oh, everybody in the Republican Party is Yahtzee, racist, scum, etc., etc., etc."
exactly.
Or everybody in the Democratic Party is, a communist, which I generally kind of agree with that because from what I see, the evidence kind of suggests that. But I wouldn't say everybody in the Democratic Party thinks like that. I'm sure there are people that are more reasonable and more, left of center left kind of thing. Uh, and then the people generalize about old people, like we're all senile, we should all be put out to pasture. Uh, and it's too bad that sick guy in his 60s. That's the thing. I'm in my 60s, but I choose to try and grow as a person and learn from life experience. Unfortunately, this person seems like they failed on that test, and they didn't. I mean, sure, I guess maybe they had terrible experiences, but
Hmm.
that doesn't mean you know that every woman is bad. That doesn't mean you're bad just because you post your opinion. Uh, so this guy, I think, was being very unreasonable for being, for coming down on a very nasty, disrespectful manner to your commentary. Um, you know, I could understand if he just wanted to say, I disagree with your opinion, because my life experience, I've had an opposite experience. If he just said something simple like that, it'd be like, yeah, okay, you made your point. But to
Mhm.
go on calling you, nasty things, I never understood how calling people names advances the person, name calling, how it advances their cause. I've never understood that, Charlotte.
Yeah. Supposedly he's like this businessman or tech person. I can't remember what he was, but I was like, you know
Oh,
what? I
well.
think I think that probably gives you the hint on what he really is. But no offense, I don't mean to say anything nasty or anything. I'm actually more mature not to say anything nasty to somebody like that. I think I just stayed out of it. I just like after he wrote that whole thing, I was like, I'm not writing anything in response to that. Like,
Yeah, I just don't
whew.
respond. I don't respond to nasty people. It's like, did you see that video that somebody in Trump's office put out on the internet with the Obamas? Did you guys see that one?
Oh, the one I can't remember if it was
It
a
just
joke or
came
not.
out this week, a couple like 3 or 4 days ago, I think, when it came
That,
out.
that they took down something by that
Well,
was
no, no.
posted by accident.
The thing is, it was somebody at the White House staff that posted it. Trump wasn't even aware of it, and it was showing the Obamas as monkeys or something. It's like one of those AI videos. It was actually, I watched and I actually laughed. I thought it was pretty funny, actually. And the thing
Hmm.
is, the media jumped all over Trump. Trump refuses to apologize for posting racist video. And it's like, okay, for one thing, it's true. He did not apologize, but factually, he did not post it. He was not even aware that it was posted. It was a staff member in the White House that posted it behind his back.
Should be fired.
Well, Trump refused to fire him though because he said, okay, he made a mistake, but he'll give him a pass on one error, right? Like, you know, I think that's fair. You get
Fair.
one strike.
Three
Um,
strikes.
and
That'd be good.
I'm sure Trump probably had a conversation with him in the back room somewhere afterwards.
Hmm.
Uh, and the reporters when they're on the plane with Trump, they're going, "Are you going to apologize?" And he's like, no. Are you going to fire him? No." I don't think Trump needed to apologize because Trump was
Yeah.
he wasn't directly involved with the posting. And the one thing the mainstream media didn't mention was a little bit into the video. They've got Biden, a white man, as a monkey as well.
Albino.
Well, yeah, I mean, but he's a monkey too, basically, and it's like, okay, how is it racist then if Biden's a monkey? Because Biden's not of color, he's a white guy, and I just think I actually laughed at it because I thought it was so silly and so goofy. I'm amazed people are taking this kind of stuff seriously because it's there's so much of this weird AI crap floating around everywhere on the internet now.
Hmm.
I don't take it seriously, but I guess if you're on the left and you want to score a political point, and once again they get a chance to call Trump a racist, even when he
Hmm.
wasn't even involved with posting it.
They don't believe him.
It's like, come on, guys, do something. And the thing is, nobody's talking about how Trump has been engaging the Iranians over the last month or so. He held the talks yesterday with Iran, which fell through, of course, because Iran refused to come to the table on most of the points that the U.S. had made that they need to agree to if there's going to be any kind of cessation of hostilities.
Hmm.
And in the meantime, Trump's moved in a huge armada. I have never seen this kind of military force in my lifetime, and that's saying something because I've been around a while. Uh, you've got the Abraham Lincoln aircraft. Now they've got the George H.W. Bush aircraft carrier on the way. That's going to be two carriers in the Gulf. Um, I think it's getting to the point now. I think Trump's strategy is he does the two level thing, right? He
Hmm.
tells them, let's negotiate, let's be buddies, let's have a
Oh
peace
dear
deal.
God.
You know, no, but he doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it. It's a
Yeah.
game. He's playing them into a corner. He's backing them into a corner because he knows that that side will not agree with anything that he's demanding from the U.S. side, right? And they didn't. It totally failed. It fell through. Um, and once they get to the point where they disagree and they refuse to negotiate, then at a certain point, I think in the next week or two, there's going to be a green light eventually where Trump says, okay, we tried to be nice. You told us, you're going to, well, the Iranians made threats that they're going to basically, kill everybody in the West. I mean, crazy stuff, right?
Hmm.
Not just Americans, but the West. I forget the exact video. I'd have to look it up, but it's basically, along those lines of a statement. And I think Trump
Would you
eventually,
two straighten up?
Trump,
Oh,
Trump,
We're trying
Trump
to
is,
have a live stream, and you're acting up. Would you two stop?
huh? What?
Damn.
What the hell are you talking about? I just think you don't send in such a huge military force if you're not intending to eventually use it, is what I was trying to say.
hmm, yeah. Jay, next time you mute yourself.
Oh my God, I thought I did. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry, guys.
I thought you were talking to me. Jeez.
No, I'm talking about these two idiots I live with.
Oh boy.
That's so fun. Change the
Okay.
subject. Anyway. And that's one of my reasons why you're one of my favorite content creators, Charlotte. So many people I meet refuse to agree to disagree anymore. Many people I've met, it's all or nothing these days. Yeah. And I'm honored for that. Thank you. Thank you, Palin. You're awesome too.
About your book, how many
What's
have
up,
you sold
Kage?
already?
Over 15.
We need to buy more books, guys. Come on. We want her to be on the bestseller list. Come on now. It's a great book.
Hmm. Oh yeah, true, Kage. Okay. You should totally post in my Discord when you go live so I know. Yeah, sure. Totally, I forgot. Hey, I forgot to notify everyone. And you're in my server, right? I thought you were. Let's see. Let's see. How did I become blue? I'm not important. Oh, you're a Wrenchy. Blue Wrenchy. That's honorable. And I know you too, so you're an acquaintance, so of course you're gonna get a mod, so that I know who's there.
I don't even know what to do as a mod, and I'm a mod.
Mm-hmm.
I generally try to do as little as possible as the mod, unless there's a really bad troll.
Yeah.
Then I might, time them out. But that's about all I've ever done with anything
Time
as
up?
a mod.
Oh, okay.
Well, you can time them out for so many minutes, or I think it's up to 24 hours. Is it not, Charlotte? You can time somebody out if they're really bad.
I've never tied anybody up over 24
I
hours.
timed them out, not tied them up.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you said time.
It's like you're a bad kid. Go stand in the corner with a dunce cap, bad kid. We're timing you out. Does that clarify it, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Mr. PvP.
I'm putting it in old school language so older people like you and I can understand it.
Yeah,
Jay.
I need to be taught like I'm a 3-year-old.
Oh boy.
Kronos, I need to what now? Kage, I am, but I have notifications off for all but mine. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh no. Oh my, if I want to be tied up. What if I want to be tied up?
Good question. That's a good, valid
Don't
question.
come out of that bedroom and say anything.
Oh, come on. Please do.
Better have a safe word.
I encourage it. Um,
She just went back into the bedroom and slapped the wall. You you stole her thunder, PPP. She was about to say, "Can we have a safe word?"
Yeah, well, I just
She's
say what
mad at you, PPP.
I just sometimes say what comes to mind. So sorry.
even Palin's saying he's getting spicy now. Mm-hmm.
We like this kind of live stream. Everybody does. That's when her likes and shares and her watchability numbers go up. Is when it's spicy.
Yeah, I'd have to really trust somebody a lot to have them tie me up, like a lot.
How do y'all like the new profile that I found?
Dashing.
profile? Are you talking about your avatar here?
Yeah.
Isn't it dashing?
Oh, you're
That's the first time I've ever seen him in a suit.
Well, yeah, I was going to say you're in the suit.
God, I hope this wasn't his funeral suit. Oh God.
I don't. Okay, that went dark. Anyway. Ooh, autism jokes?
Yeah,
Let's
that's
make
me.
autism jokes. Let's make autism jokes. Kronos, do it.
Where's your what?
That's an autism joke. He has jokes. Let's build the jokes. Okay. Currently video editing the movie Logan Lucky. Oh, cool, Enigma. Wishing you luck on that. Kronos says, "Don't worry about being tied up." Totally. Let's see. Anything I missed? No, I don't. Looks like it.
Yeah, you did.
Uh-oh. What did I miss? Human. Yes, that's the one I missed. Yes, we're all humans here.
Nope.
Hmm.
One on the bottom. One next bottom.
Hey, Void.
The one up above it.
Already did that one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you. Now I'm losing my hearing.
We, the Mod Avengers, will support you to the end. Heck yeah, Void. Happy to have you. Wonder where AG went.
I don't know.
Let's see here. Alpha was supposed to come here, but I think he's busy with something. Unfortunately. And everybody wants to know an update on Lizzie. Lizzie Armstrong.
Yes.
She is moving, and she's dealing with the packing and stuff and trying to get things in order. So she'll be back soon. I'm very hopeful.
You need to let her know that I was thrown out of Discord or something, and I had to create a new thing, me on the Discord, and you had to help me get on it. So when I said hello to her with this new one, she hasn't answered back. So she may be afraid somebody has stolen my avatar and stuff.
You didn't do your casual, saying?
I said hello, darling.
Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, Liana. Liana is top mod. Respect her. Yes.
What'd they say about it?
Look at it. It's on the screen.
Oh, yeah. I hate to tell you, that's mine.
She's top mod. She'll whip everybody in order.
In our book.
Yeah.
She's number one in everyone's book.
Mm-hmm. Can't be any higher than mine. Anyway. Can I be a part of the offenders? Super powered, but with a community pick downside. I think you already been chosen. Yeah, I can message her real quick actually. was kicked out of Discord and got back in, and he messaged you. That is the real him. Okay. Let's see if she responds. Because she's active. Leanna here. Oh, God. Leanna here. PvP, guess what I bought the other day? Oh, my God. I wonder.
I don't know. Lingerie. That comes to mind when it. With
Oh, God. Don't
I'm
send
sure.
it to
I'm
him
sure.
privately. Don't show it.
I'm sure it would
Send
be
it
something
privately.
naughty. It would be something naughty for sure.
I'll send it to him privately. Don't show it.
She already
Tell
did.
you.
I know everybody. I know in the comments everybody sees it in YouTube, I guess. But anyway, but I don't want.
You don't
You
want it
don't
up
do
on the
that.
screen. No display.
Don't.
Okay.
I got it. There you go. PvP.
Okay, so by the way, Jay, the reason she's not messaging you is that she's very busy. That's
Oh,
all.
well, that's fine. Tell her that's fine. I just thought she was scared. If EVP hadn't said a word, he must have fell off the bed.
No, I'm just got my Facebook on because I had the link to join, and I keep noticing some of these dumb people on the left that I'm a
KFC,
member of
no.
a lot of right of center groups like Canadians for Trump, and some lefty clown just posted a photo of Trump as like an ape from Planet of the Apes.
Oh,
So
come
I
on.
just so
That's
childish.
funny.
No, it was childish, and a lot of people in the. I mean, you're in the wrong group. Go post in an anti-Trump group if you want to post that, because then you'll be right at home.
But then again, like if a person like in Trump's administration was able to post about Obama and and Biden in that way, why can't we take humor, even though we know it's possibly of hate, but we just take humor, laugh at it instead.
It's not humor. It's hate speech, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but then it's freedom of speech in America.
Freedom of speech, anyway. But exercise freedom of speech to people that actually want to listen to you, because nobody in this group is going to. Well, the comments are all like like silly and juvenile. Grow up. Liars will be judged by God. The people are not receiving his post well. Let's put it that way. He's in the wrong. If he thinks he's preaching to the choir, he's in the wrong church. Let me put it that way. Anyway, I just reported the post because I'm tired. There's tons of these posts cropping up on Facebook constantly, and it's like I don't go on liberal. I don't go on liberal channels and post hate about Biden or Obama because I don't. I'm not going to waste my time. So it's like enough already. Enough. Grow up, people.
Yeah, I mean, but still, I mean, would you consider? Well, okay. Would you consider what that administrator official did was childish and juvenile?
I would say
because that is.
Well, I would say it was definitely bad judgment.
Yeah.
I would say the video on a certain level could be considered tasteless by certain people, especially if you're on the left of center. I would say, yeah, probably a lot of people might be offended. But then again, if you're talking about free speech, then maybe that guy in the White House had a right to post it under the free speech. Like, it goes both ways, right?
Okay.
So
exactly.
It's just that when they keep bombarding, like, this is a Canadians for Trump group, and we're there because we understand the positive things that Trump has accomplished, and we understand how the Canadian government has basically worked against our country, and Trump is, he would be quite willing to do a good trade deal if he got shown a bit of respect by our government up here, which they don't do. So they shoot themselves in the foot month after month. But the thing is, people are here because they want to talk about Trump and they want to support Trump's ideas. When people keep posting, and they don't post anything intelligent, if they posted reasons why they don't like Trump, that would be one thing. But when they just post silly memes and stupid photos, made up pictures, it's just dumb. And you're not going nobody posting this stuff is going to win anybody's heart and mind by posting it. Because, well, I read some of the comments of the responses and people were not impressed, to put it mildly. So yeah. Anyway, but I mean, Facebook is
Charlotte,
getting almost as bad as X for this political stuff. I've noticed in recent months, and
X,
uh,
I don't go there anymore with X. I feel like
I
it's just a
haven't
freaking war zone.
I haven't been on X in like a year, Charlotte. I haven't
Yeah.
been on there in like a
that
year.
Yeah.
that last message to you from Leanna, that's the album that has "Private Part of My Heart" on it.
Oh, I know. I know.
Okay.
What is okay? I'm reading something in the private chat when Jay just posted, which I shouldn't mention.
Yeah, don't.
Don't say
That's
it out
what
loud.
Leanna. That's what Leanna bought.
Wow, sounds like my kind of
She
woman.
thought
I
she
gotta
would like
admit.
that.
Hey, I would like that if I had a girlfriend like that
When,
was
no,
willing
she
to
bought
go
that
go to
literally
9.
for you, PvP.
Okay,
So if I win the lottery, whenever I do, and we go to Las Vegas, she's bringing it with her to you.
so she wants to see a part of my anatomy, is what you're telling me.
No, she's just giving it to you for what you said on the live stream.
Oh, it's like a gift. Okay, well that's
Yeah, it's a
nice.
gift.
Oh, nice.
It's nice. Yeah. Very
By the
nice.
way, one of my favorite action movies of all time, The Road Warrior. One of the main villains in that runs around in those for the entire movie, which I think is hilarious.
What?
You guys ever seen Road Warrior? The second Road Warrior movie? It's my
Never
favorite.
saw the first one.
First one's good. Second one is a masterpiece, in my opinion. It's the movie that made Mel Gibson an international star. That was the launch of his career, basically. Really put him on the map. It's a fabulous movie. Like I'm not even a big action fan guy all the time because I find action movies can be repetitive and dull if they're not well done. But Road Warrior is so well done. The editing, the pacing, scene by scene. It's not overly long. It tells a good, compelling story. The characters are interesting. You know, you kind of root for the good guys, and even the bad guys are kind of fun to watch. Even though you might not like them, they're still enjoyable because they're so crazy. And the guy running around in the certain costume that I won't mention out loud, he's hilarious because he's so evil and nasty. Um, have you seen it, Charlotte? Have you seen Road Warrior?
I think so. A long time ago.
Yeah,
Haven't
it's
revisited it.
so good. It's so good. I highly recommend it. Actually, Curtis was talking about maybe doing a watch party of it some Sunday night, but I haven't talked to him in about a week, so I don't know when he's actually going to maybe do that.
Hmm. Hey, PvP, since you're so into cinema and stuff, how about I should recommend you this site that I'm slacking on that site, but it's called Letterbox, and I can post a link here. Let me Letterbox.
Butterbox?
Yeah, Letterbox. I think is how you spell it.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, it's where people go to do reviews of films they've seen, whether in theater or in the past, giving your grand review, your rating. Gosh darn it, it didn't go through. Letterboxd. There we go. And I will send it to you
Okay,
in the
thank you. Yeah, I'll have to check that out then.
There you go.
Thank you, Charlotte. Because I find a lot of stuff like, was it IMDb or whatever the hell they call it, I don't really pay much attention to that because I find the reviews get kind of buried after a while. Uh,
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. So I sent it in the private chat, letterboxed. It's really easy to operate.
okay, I got it.
Uh,
I got it here. Let me. I'm just gonna save it. Let's see if I got this saved. Let me check. Not yet. I haven't.
okay, people. Here's the link to letterboxed. Feel free to join it. You can even friend each other. That's awesome.
Okay,
Awesome.
I just put the link in my saved box here, so I'll
Okay.
check
Cool.
that out later.
Nice. That should be fun.
But
I think
yeah,
you'd love that. I think you'll love that. You can just type in any film, and you can just write your review, your thoughts, details, whatever. And try not to spoil, obviously, for people, but I try not to. But yeah.
yeah. Well, one thing I find somewhat disappointing about our current age we live in. Um, I actually enjoy watching reaction channels, even
Hmm.
though some of them are pretty mediocre, and those I generally tune out pretty fast. But the good ones that actually, really pay attention to what they're watching and have really good, thoughtful commentaries at the end of after they watch the film. Those are kind of fun, right? Because it's always nice to see. I love seeing somebody in their 20s or 30s that'll look at a film like, say, 12 Angry Men from the 1950s, right? With that, have you ever seen 12 Angry Men? I highly recommend that. 1957, I believe. One of the great dramas of all time, in my opinion. Uh, and I just, watched a couple people, I think in their 20s. Actually, there was a couple, I think they're probably in their early 20s. They watched it and really enjoyed it. And then I saw another poster that was maybe around 30, and she liked it a lot. She enjoyed it. So there's a lot of people that seem to be on YouTube finally discovering a lot of these older films. And that's one thing. I wish there was more on YouTube talking and doing watch parties of some of the vintage movies because as much as I enjoy, you know, some of the streams where like say Gorilla will do a watch party every weekend. It's often modern, recent films within say the last 20 years, right? And rarely does anybody go back in a watch party to an older film, though I have, got a few watch parties where people have gone and taken a suggestion I made, and we've actually watched it, and it's generally gone really well. Like it's generally gone with a lot of people in the Cosme enjoying it, and it seems there is a thirst for older movies by a segment of people in the YouTube community here. So that's something I would like to do once I get things up and running. I do have my Cosme room now that I signed up for like a couple weeks ago, so I've made that move a little step ahead.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, eventually I hope to. It's just that everybody's so damn busy these days, and I would like to ask people for advice on their streaming experience, but everybody's so busy that they don't have time to really, hang out for a bit. It seems so.
You thinking of doing your own live streams on your
I
channel?
would like to eventually do like maybe a live stream on the weekend. Maybe not every week, but at least maybe every couple of weeks.
Well, it's easy. I mean, basically, you're signed into StreamYard, right?
I have a StreamYard account.
Uh
I
huh.
remember for a while it wasn't working, but I think it might be working again now. But I haven't tested it, so I'd have to test it again because I haven't actually tested it in a number of months now. So I'd have to take a look at it. Um,
Yeah, I think all you have to do is attach your YouTube or your StreamYard to your YouTube channel, and
okay,
that's pretty basically all you have to do. Wait till it gets approved for that,
okay.
and then yeah, then you can go live. It's just easy. Um,
Yeah, because I've got a number of older films, and a variety. Like, it's like I keep trying to get Gorilla to watch foreign movies, right?
mhm.
I keep saying you got to watch some of Akira Kurosawa's Japanese cinema because I think the guy's one of the great directors. Yes, Seven Sam. You read my mind, boy. Talk about timing. That's one of my favorite movies, and for it's 3.5 hours long. Yes, yeah, yeah. Kubrick, another one of my favorite directors. Wow, you're in tune there. You're in tune, man or lady, whatever you are. I can never tell with the handle, but
Palin's a
uh,
man, and Cronus is a
man.
man.
Okay, okay, dude. But yeah, yeah, Seven Samurai, 3.5 hours. But the thing is, it's not boring. Holds your attention for 3.5 hours, and it's so good because you know what? One thing I don't like about a lot of modern movies, they don't take the time to set up the scenario. They don't do the world building. They don't fill out the characters that are involved, the central characters in the storyline. It's all kind of like superficially laid out, but they don't go in depth. And a film like
Mhm.
Seven Samurai, I think like the first hour is all about the villagers and them trying to hire the samurai. And then we finally, we get to meet the seven samurai one by one eventually. And we're looking at probably an hour and a half into the movie before all that finally gets settled. And then we get into the middle part where they're trying to train the villagers to learn how to fight to defend their village, right? And then, of course, the last hour or whatever, we get into the battle sequence, which is absolutely great. I love that part of the movie because you finally we get to the action, and it's so well done. The cinematography is amazing. The way they filmed it, like Kurosawa loved to film in actual real weather. So that last sequence, which is in the rain, the heavy rain, I believe that's actually a real rainstorm. I don't think they faked it because he always loved to get actual environmental situations in his movie. If he could film in a rainstorm, he would actually do it because I think he wanted that authentic feeling to be on screen, right? And it totally works. Uh, so I keep saying, "Hey, Gorilla, this is a great movie," but he's like, "Oh, but it's got subtitles." I'm like, "Yeah, it's got subtitles, but it's not like Shakespeare. It's not like it's not like words in every scene, and they're very minimal. Like it's basic dialogue. It's not like heavily complex dialogue. Most of it, it's pretty straightforward, right? But sometimes I love Gorilla. I'm a big fan. We hang out all the time every week, but sometimes people just have something, they have a mindset where they just think they're not going to enjoy something, even though I think if they tried it, they actually would enjoy it. But that's why I want to do it on my channel, Charlotte. And,
Mhm.
then sink or swim. I don't care if I get two people in Cosme, that would be fine. Just at the early days, I wouldn't expect many people to show up anyway necessarily. So,
Mhm. This from Kronos saying Seven Samurai is so effing good, but such a long black and white movie and was too advanced for its time, and all the sword fights were slowed and made for film.
Not sure about the last part. I don't remember the sword fights being slowed down. I thought some of them were pretty, seemed to be pretty real time. Um, I would agree though that it was advanced for its time. Um, thing is, Kurosawa wasn't even that popular in Japan. It was really Western audiences that embraced his films because I think in Japan he was kind of seen as an outrider. He
Hmm.
wasn't maybe as traditional enough. Like he is very Western. I think what was the Western director that did the John Wayne movies? Oh, I can't remember the guy's name, but
Oh, darn.
Kurosawa was influenced by some of the American directors back in the
Hmm.
day. Um, the guy that did some of John Wayne's classic movies, I can't remember his name offhand, but he was one of the directors that Kurosawa actually admired as a director, and I think he took a lot of his pacing and cinematography and just the whole the outlook of a lot of the films. I think he took a lot out of the American films that he was watching, So it was like a cross pollination of different cultures going on there, which is another reason I enjoy his films. And thing is, his films are not all the same. He's got a samurai movies, but he's also got just basic dramas. He's got crime dramas, with like criminals. There's even one movie which I really love. That's about a doctor in a hospital, which sounds boring, right? But it's actually it's called, I think it's Redbeard. I think that's the name of that one. And it's, you would think it'd be boring, but it's not. It's really really good. Uh,
Mhm.
so it's all about the all basically it's about the script. If you
Yeah.
got good writing, that'll pretty much make any movie watchable. Anyway, sorry, God,
Okay.
I do go off on tangents.
It's okay. Unfortunately, I have to go early
Oh
because
damn.
I'm going to a birthday party for a 90-year-old friend in the
Oh,
neighborhood. So
cool. Wow,
that's going to be fun.
nice.
So, yeah, I have to go there soon and get ready. So, thank you all
Okay.
for watching and joining in on the stream. And thanks to everyone making this show a reality. Okay. And
Have fun.
don't forget, purchase my book and The True Seer Odyssey. And also, there's a merch store. And I think you can find that on my YouTube channel profile. And there's a link that gives you all the stuff you need to know there. And yeah, you even get a mug that has my face on it and of the book cover. So that's gonna be awesome too. I'm thinking of one doing with my cat, but we'll see about that. Anyway, thank you all again, and see you tomorrow.
Okay,
Live,
have a good
love,
one.
yep, love and peace, y'all.